Tuesday, January 26, 2024. Peace is a path to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. On the news this afternoon. First nitrogen gas execution. I am Ifechukwumoyin with the news. River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has declined assent to all four newly passed bills into law by the River State House of Assembly. The Speaker of the House, Martins Amewule, made this known during the resumed plenary today. Mr. Amewule, while reading Governor Fubara's letter, explained the reason given by the governor. The four laws are the River State Traditional Rulers Law, Amendment Law, River State and the Advertisement and Use of State-Owned Property Prohibition Repeal Law 2024, River State House of Assembly Fund Management Financial Autonomy Law 2023, and the River State Local Government Amendment Law 2023. River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara says he bears no grudge against any of the new commissioners. Governor Fubara said this during the swearing-in ceremony of the 9 commissioners at the Government House, Port Harcourt. He charged them to uphold justice.
When you're coming back, stand for justice, stand for the interests of our dear state. That is the purpose of your appointment. I can see how heavy your hearts are, but I assure you that I don't have anything against any one of you. That is the truth. You were caught in between a crossfire. Our advice, give in your best. Like I said the first time, let this state and posterity remember you for what is good.
As you may know, the 9 commissioners loyal to the minister of the FCT, Esomika, resigned last year during the peak of the rift between Governor Fubara and the minister, but were reappointed in obedience to the peace accord signed between the two parties in Abuja. Correspondent Onyekachi Nwosu reports that the commissioners all arrived and left the government house in one vehicle. In the meantime, Governor Fubara has called on opposition political parties to join hands with him to build the state. Governor Fubara said this in a statewide broadcast today. Governor Fubara assured that despite the crisis, his administration will continue to explore the path of peace.
We call on the opposition political parties in the state to join hands with our government to build the river state of our dream. Despite witnessing few challenges in the past months, we will continue to explore the path of peace as the only foundation to create the wealth that will pull our people out of poverty.
The governor, who described the litigation process as tortuous, said the Rivers people should now expect accelerated growth and development.
Let me assure our people that this victory is not just an affirmation to consolidate our office, but an immeasurable energizer to accelerate governance with utmost sense of commitment for the benefit of our people, irrespective of political persuasion or ethnic affiliation. In this regard, what is important to us is the accelerated growth and development of our dear state.
The governor listed some of the achievements of his administration in the last 7 months.
Our administration has recorded some remarkable achievements in the areas of human capital development, social investment engineering, infrastructural development, macro and macroeconomic advancement, and sustainable social economic development across the state. In addition, we have made some sustainable progress in infrastructure, housing, security, urban renewal development, as well as rural healthcare delivery. We intend to sustain the tempo.
In a related development, an activist in River State, Charles Jaja, has asked Governor Siminalayi Fubara not to take the people's trust for granted following his victory at the Supreme Court. Mr. Jaja, in an interview with our correspondent, described the judgment as a triumph over evil. He urged Governor Fubara to focus development across all local government areas in the state.
Rivers people are tired of having a situation where one man chose to become a demigod and want every other person to be subservient to him. I want to advise Governor Siminalayi that he must continue to carry out the activities of the state in a manner that shows fairness, equity, and justice to all sides and corners of the state. We shouldn't see the kind of development that took place in the last 8 years where only 2 LGs benefited maximally at the expense of others.
Mr. Jaja also said it is time for Governor Fubara to focus on the forthcoming local government elections so that only credible people can be elected.
The fear in the states are negative.
We don't want to have a situation where we have people of questionable character who don't know why they are in their office, who will use a platform to insult and denigrate the office of the chairman which they hold, and to also appeal to him to ensure that the properties of government which have now gone into the hands of some of these persons are being reclaimed.
In the same vein, spokesman of the Labour Party in Rivers State, Gogo Wellington, advised the political class to put the interests of the state first.
I would like to just appeal to all stakeholders to realize that it is Rivers State first before any political party. Hence, we should put the interest of Rivers State at the front burner. I know that we all have sentiments and biases and support for one person or the other in this political contest. I would urge us all to at least put Rivers State first.
On the spot, the convener of Rivers Peace Initiative, Obinna Ebogidi, said the Supreme Court judgment does not also call for unwarranted celebration because it is simply a resolution of a difference between brothers.
Impact knows no party, religious or ethnic affiliations, and hence it requires our collective resolve. In light of this, we call on our politicians to refrain from using inflammatory, derogatory, and vexing words to avoid heating up the political and socio-economic landscape of our state. If this dispensation is not favorable to you today, it is not the end of life. The next election cycle may be your season. So let's desist from the attitude of tearing down the system simply because it does not appear to favor us today.
The Rivers State civil society organization RIFSCO has taken legal action against Governor Siminalayi Fubara, the state government, the State House of Assembly, 31 state lawmakers, the Attorney General of the Federation, the National Assembly, and the PDP, according to the court document cited by our correspondent and dated January 22nd. The organization is seeking clarification on the interpretation of Section 109 of the 1999 Constitution. As you may know, there has been controversy following the defection of 25 lawmakers from the PDP to the APC. In another development, an online video has shown the moment some youth pulled down a billboard with a picture of the former Rivers State Governor, Nyesom Wike, at the PDP Secretariat in Opobo Town. The youth, who had a ladder, were beating drums and singing while holding a flag of the PDP. Still to come, Uniport student die of suspected drug overdose. Stay with us.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Yeah, welcome back, and now the rest of the news. A university student simply identified as Mudiaga has died of a suspected drug overdose. Mudiaga was a student at the University of Port Harcourt and was said to be in his final year before his death. He reportedly passed out alongside two others after smoking what he thought was a normal cigarette brought in by a friend while they were playing football. The two others later woke up, but he didn't. He was taken to a hospital where he was confirmed dead. University spokesperson Sam Benu confirmed the death of the student. Dr. Benu said the incident happened off campus and the friend who gave the cigarette has been arrested. In another development, some analysts are speaking about the public perception of the police and the confidence of citizens to collaborate with security agencies to fight crime. A security analyst, Charles Nkotaria, tells correspondent Mekwataka that citizens have lost trust in the police due to their involvement in criminal activities. Mr. Nkotaria emphasized the need for technology-driven policing to restore public confidence in sharing information with law enforcement.
No citizen that is sensitive to security realities on ground that will have any trust for police. 80% of Nigerian citizens don't have trust on Nigerian police to give information to Nigerian police. Look at what is also happening around our environment, where police have now been involved in kidnaps, police have now been involved in open extortion in citizens. The recent $3,000 that were extorted from citizens. But if they can come up with a more technology-based platform that can close this gap.
A human rights advocate, Clifford Solomon, also spoke.
It's unfortunate that a situation where the police ought to protect life and property, maintain law and order, they are the ones now perpetrating all manner of crime. Imagine a situation where police will kidnap citizens and demand ransom from citizens. We've had situations where police will respond to distress calls and they will not also take up matters that are being reported to them. So they will even indict you that give them such information. So people don't report any matters, anything going on in the society. They will just, concern me. Make I go to police, make I become the victim, especially in River State.
Recall that the police are seeking public collaboration in the fight against crime. In business, Senate President Godswill Akpabio has warned the public to beware of a fraudulent online loan application circulating on social media platforms. The fake offer falsely claims to provide an instant 200,000 naira palliative loan. In entertainment, Afrobeat star Davido has joined fellow artist Kiss Daniel on the remix of his hit single Twe Twe. In sports, Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp is to step down from the role at the end of the season, saying he's running out of energy.
And now we'll bring you news from around the world.
Alabama has executed convicted murderer Kenneth Eugene Smith with nitrogen gas. It is the first time the method of capital punishment has been used globally. That's a wrap on the news this afternoon. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. Governor Fubara has declined assent to 4 bills passed by State Assembly. 9 commissioners designate have been sworn in today. Youth in Opobo town have put down the billboard of FCT Minister Nyesom Wike. A Uniport student has died of a suspected drug overdose. Senate has warned of fake loan scam, and on the foreign scene, a U.S. state has carried out its first nitrogen gas execution. The news was edited by Martha Okerinkem. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifechukwu Moyeli. Many thanks for listening.